Good morning, everybody, and welcome. A happy Monday to everybody that's tuning in and that's watching this morning. I hope that everyone had a wonderful weekend and that everybody is ready for the week ahead. Thank you for joining. Please jump on if you want to participate. If you want to just watch, then I hope that there will be something in this group that you can take away with you. And let's start this Monday off with what I believe will be a very interesting and beneficial topic for us. Okay, so before we get into it, guys, I'm just going to read the announcement. So if you could just follow on with me there, and afterwards we will jump right in. Okay, so the MyRehab Cafe private and unsearchable or secret Facebook group is the aftercare branch of the MyRehab group of dual diagnosis addiction centers, formerly known as ARC. The MyRehab centers are private, inpatient drug and alcohol rehab centers that offer high quality healthcare with high quality outcomes. The MyRehab Cafe Facebook group has exclusive access to loads of content that is not available on any of the MyRehab public channels. Some of the content includes workshops, lectures, and support groups hosted in conjunction with some of the treating providers at the MyRehab inpatient centers. These treating providers are psychologists, social workers, wellness counselors, and volunteers who have extensive experience in the field. Group members also participate in movie and book reviews and from time to time face-to-face events. If you are not a member of the MyRehab Cafe, you are likely watching this on a public channel. This means you will have 10 to 20 minutes of access to this live broadcast before we switch over exclusively to the private and unsearchable MyRehab Cafe Facebook group. Remember to sign up and join into the MyRehab Cafe, guys, as this is where all the interesting parts of the live videos and conversation happen. MyRehab Cafe is free to any person that has been through the MyRehab inpatient process. If you have not been through the inpatient process but you want to find out how to join the MyRehab Cafe, please check out the MyRehab Cafe website, which is www.myrehab.com. If you want to participate in this workshop, please join in via video or audio via the link in the comment section, or leave a comment and I should be able to bring it up onto my screen, and I will do my best to answer any questions that you have. If you are a MyRehab Cafe member and you want a higher degree of anonymity or confidentiality, wait for us to end the broadcast on the public channels before hopping on or posting. So I'll make an announcement when we're switching over, and then a banner will come up. And in that time, you will know that we are moving over from the public channel to the private channel. Okay, guys, so with that, let's get started. So again, a very warm welcome to anybody who's just tuned in and who's going to join us for this Monday homework workshop. I had a thought over the weekend about what the topic is that I would like to start off the week with, and I thought, what a better topic than the topic of connection. So we're going to be doing a worksheet today called Getting Out of Myself. So you're going to see the worksheet come up on your screen. And so again, guys, I always just advise at the beginning of these groups, when we're going through these worksheets, jot down the questions in your journals or on your piece of paper, and really take time to think about these questions and to journey with these questions. Take them with you to your therapy sessions or to your sponsor or to your support network, and let's use these questions as a tool. In order to gain more skills and tools and to help us navigate through things on our journey, and just really use these questions to the way that they can be beneficial on your unique journey. Okay, so the worksheet is titled Getting Out of Myself. I'm just going to read what that's about, and then we'll jump into the question. Okay, so human connections have a healing power that helps us with many problems. Whether we are struggling with addictive patterns, depression, anxiety, grief, or physical illness, emotional isolation is often one of the sources of our problems and always makes it worse. Connecting emotionally with others on a meaningful level, Doing things that get our focus off our problems and pain can help us, can help both us and them. It reduces our feelings of isolation, boosts our self esteem, gives us the benefits of others' insights and experiences, and lets us experience their interest in and regard for us. This exercise will guide you in connecting with other people in ways that will enhance your recovery. Okay. So before we get into the questions, let's just quickly take a little dive in at this term connection, and just kind of touch on what we've discussed on this platform quite a number of times. If you watch back on the videos on the MyRehab Cafe, you'll see that we talk about connection a lot. So let's just take a moment and look at this term of connection. So when researching what is connection, what is human connection, you'll come up with different explanations and examples, but you will often find words that are used in common when talking about connection. And those words will be heard, seen, valued, vulnerable, engaged, feeling genuinely close. So when you're looking into what does connection mean, what is personal connection, what is human connection, those are often going to be the words that come up, and those words perfectly describe connection. So I'm going to read that again. Heard, seen, so feeling heard, seen, feeling valued, being able to be vulnerable, engaged, and that feeling of being genuinely close. So those are kind of the feelings that one can identify when being in connection. And secondly, when we're going through this worksheet, we're referring to connection between people and groups, and not social media and devices and all that kind of thing. We're talking about intimate and personal connections. Okay, so connection is important, like I had mentioned there, for well-being. There are various studies to support the need for connection, both physically and emotionally. So just as, the way I see it is, just as good nutrition and a good diet is important for us, so is connection. Okay, so connection brings a sense of belonging. So having a sense of community helps people to be their true selves while embracing their most positive qualities. Connection brings support. So when you're feeling down or struggling with something, having somebody to call and talk to can help you work through your emotions and help you to feel safe. Okay. Connection brings purpose. So in communities, people not only gain support, but they give it as well. And so helping others, that gives us a sense of meaning and purpose in our own lives. So when we look at it, and when we unpack this connection, and this was just a really short and sweet example, but when we unpack it, when we feel supported and we feel the sense of belonging and this acceptance, and when we feel this meaning and purpose in our lives, would we then want to participate in destructive behaviors? Would we then want to participate in things that bring us the opposite of feeling supported, the opposite of feeling a sense of belonging, the opposite of meaning and purpose? So, and again, the question in that of, where is my identity in this moment, and what do I want for my life? So how can connection help with that? So we're going to go through the questions, and hopefully as we go through the questions, remember these questions are applying to you as an individual on your unique and individual journey. These are just general discussions, tools, and guidelines. So just remember that when we're going through it, really apply to you and your own journey, and see, what you can take out of it, or what you can give. Okay, so let's go to question 1. And yeah, so before we do that, I just again want to say I wanted to start off this Monday with this topic of connection, so that we can assess how we can apply this to our lives. And for the upcoming week, set goals for ourselves. And a week will turn into a month, will turn into a year. And so, let's just see what we can do this week in terms of connection. So let's go to question 1. Think back to a time when you got involved with helping others in some way. So maybe raising money for a good cause, helping friends move, helping a child do homework, helping an elderly person with day-to-day tasks. What prompted you to get involved? What did you do, and how did you feel about it? So that there's quite a few aspects to that question. So I think one of the key words that I also picked up there was in some way. So helping others in some way. So there's, in my experience, nothing too small. Any way of helping others or giving back to others is significant and valuable. In in my experience, there's not only one specific way to help others. We can help others with time, with kindness, with donations, with selflessness. There are many ways that we can help and connect with people. And so I think, when answering that question, keep that in mind. Okay. So if we are looking at time or kindness, perhaps you were a supportive listening ear for somebody. Perhaps it was a shared experience with somebody where you had laughter or fun and joy. So the second part of that question then asks, what prompted that desire to get involved? And again, that's something that you can really think about on your personal journey. When you were helping somebody or giving back to somebody, what was that prompt that led you to do it? How can we nurture that prompt? And how can we nurture that desire so that we can engage in this connection more and more on a regular basis? And when the question asks, how did we feel about it? I want to challenge you to, instead of saying, I felt good, yeah, it felt good, I want to challenge you to use maybe 4 words to describe in that moment how you feel or how it felt. So I felt uplifted. I felt valued. I felt worthy. I felt capable. I felt fulfilled. I felt excited, motivated, happy. I really encourage for this question to journey with how it made you feel when you were engaged in connection with somebody else or helping somebody else or giving back to somebody else, just existing in that connection, and really journey with how it made you feel, what it brought to you in that moment. And that's going to be very important when looking at how that made us feel, as opposed to how we feel when we're participating in behaviors that are destructive or habits that are destructive. So, guys, we're going to be moving over now to the cafe, and we're going to continue there to unpack these questions. So, the banner is going to come up now, and that's going to give us a few seconds before we cross over to the private channel. So, guys, for anyone who wants to know more, please go to the myrehabcafe.com or myrehabcafe.co.za and see how you can go about crossing over to the MyRehab Cafe private channel. So for everyone on the public channel, thank you for watching. I hope that this is a topic that you can journey with, and that you can take something out of or give something back. And I hope that there was something in it for you today. So for everyone on the public channel, thank you for watching. And for everyone that's going to stay on the cafe, I will see you on the other side. Take care, everybody.